Continuing coverage here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium with Chippenham Town captain and goal scorer today, Kieran Parselle. Kieran, I suppose we better start with the goal, haven't we, really? That was a bit class, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a great passage of play from, I think, Spence, and then it went into Hanksy. And I sort of gambled on the right back. Seen there was a bit of space in front of me, and Hanksy played a lovely ball over. And I've taken a touch and caught it on the volley. Very nice, but just glad we didn't get the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great one when obviously you're talking about goals that happen in games where you probably should feel like, the 3 points are going home with you. But for your own personal note today, it was in at left back. It was a bit of a different slot for you. Obviously, changes having to be made to certain bits and pieces that are going on within the team at the moment. Injuries, suspensions, people coming in, coming out. That left back slot, it doesn't look too much of a stretch for you, though, does it, Kier?
No, when I was in the under 18s, I used to play as a left back, and then as I got a little bit older, I've gradually moved back into centre half. So yeah, it's not foreign to me. It's a position I know very well. So, and it's a position I'm willing to play if we're struggling with a full backs out.
And normally we'd ask a centre back turn left back if they'd ever scored a goal like that before, but obviously we all know your parents, so we've seen the footage a few times of the absolute beast you scored at Gloucester a few years back, and it weren't too dissimilar today in terms of the way you took the ball down on that left hand side and flashed it across the goalkeeper. Defender first, striker second, but first and foremost we'll talk about the goal for Braintree. We always ask, because we were normally quite far away from it from our viewpoint. You were right in the thick of it. Do you want to just talk us through that, Kid? What sort of led to the goal? What sort of unfolded as it went?
Yeah, I think it was from a long throw, and I think it got put out for a cross in the box, and then I think they've had a shot. We've cleared it off the line, and then it's just ricocheted back out and hit the player, and then gone through Will's legs, I think. So, but it's just it's an absolute killer because we thoroughly deserved the 3 points today. So yeah, it's a tough one to take.
Yeah, and I mean, up until that point, I mean, we sort of sat there and had conversations prior to that, and we've had a little catch up before we got on the microphone today. It seemed that our opposition today, Braintree, they didn't have a great deal for us to really concern ourselves with for the best part of 90 minutes. They've turned up in the 94th minute and really sort of smashed and grabbed one here, but I suppose credit to you and your boys back there for keeping things as quiet as it was until that point. It's just unfortunately 30 seconds out of a 94-minute game and they've got something from it.
Yeah, we do the analysis on a Thursday, so we knew what their strengths were going to be, and it was going to be long throws, crosses in the box, and big balls up to Derry, the number 9. So it's a tough one to take.
Bit of bad one for yourself as well, Kieran. Picked up the caution today. It almost looked as if it was coming in a game where the referee was quite card happy. I think if you've done your maths correctly, that means that we've not got you next week against Dartford. Also not a happy hunting ground for yourself, is it, at Dartford? Also the place that haunts you for the red card where made you miss the game against Northampton. Don't seem to like them ones, mate, do you?
No, I sort of had an inkling of it, but that's not great to hear, to be fair. So.
No, it's not great to obviously deliver the news, especially when your captain and quite an integral part your centre back in your defence is kind of unfortunately going to be missing for a game. But speaking of which, now we're looking at those defences that are coming back to that sort of mean, quite nasty defence that we've had over the last couple of months, certainly away from home, where we've become very difficult to beat. I don't know if you've managed to get around the leagues today, but Dartford actually went down to a defeat at Dorking today, so positive signs for us going in. I mean, these are the kind of teams that we generally tend to turn up and get a result against.
Yeah, luckily we've done all right away from home. We're unbeaten, so that's a positive. But we know in there, everyone as a collective, that we need to make sure our home record's a lot better than what it is at the moment. But just got to keep going game by game, and hopefully it can all sort of change around at home.
Well, disappointment seems to be the tone of a lot of these interviews at the moment, Keir, so we'll let you go and sink your head into your pint, mate, and catch up with the family. But for today, mate, congratulations on a great performance, a fantastic goal, and like you say, we go again next week at Dartford, and hopefully we can get the result we want.
Thank you. Cheers.
Top man, well done,
Cheers.
Wrapping up coverage here at Thornbury Surfacing Stadium with Chippenham Town's new signing, Ola. We would go for the full name, but it's a bit of a tongue twister, as we found out on the microphone today. But out at the academy with working with Joe and the boys, made your first team debut today after signing papers last week. How does it feel to finally get yourself out there, mate?
Yeah, it's a good feeling knowing that Cookie trusted in me, playing me today. I was just just wanted to play and show everyone what I can do.
Exactly. I mean, we caught up at the end of last week when we just sat there having a chat, and you were raring to go, chomping at the bit there as well. When you come on in situations like today, 1-0 up, the game's there for you. From what we could see when you came into the game, it was a little bit about what we've seen from you in the academy so far. Decent touches when you got on, always looking for that easy man, easy 5-yard pass to the right and left, and certainly seemed to settle that midfield down a bit.
Yeah. That's what Cookie told me to do when I got on. Just keep it simple and just look for the forward passes always. So yeah, that's what I had to do today, and obviously it's bad out obviously conceding last minute, but yeah, it was good feeling to be playing today. Yeah.
Good stuff. And obviously we'll go from the supporters that are going to be having a little watch at these interviews. They may not necessarily know all about Ola, so give us a little bit about yourself, mate. Come on, obviously we know your name's Ola, we know you're a young and coming out of the academy. What's your game about, my friend? Where are you on the pitch?
Attacking player, attacking minded, getting past players, scoring goals, assisting, and just obviously making the crowd happy, and that's who I am. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that's going to be something that we all like to see moving forward here. Everyone likes a crowd pleaser. Certainly someone who can sort of raise the roof a little bit with a decent bit of skill, get around a few players, and certainly goal contributions are always going to make sense. How have you got on in the academy so far, Ola? Because you're only a fairly new addition to Joe's ranks, aren't you? I think it's about a month now you guys have been here. What's the biggest difference you think coming out of the academy system straight into the first team today? Less time on the ball. Obviously with the academy it's good. Sharp's a very good manager, good gaffer, but yeah, it's just a big difference. Obviously there's more physical and stuff, but yeah, it's just doing our thing, innit?
It's got to be great for yourself, obviously, being out here as part of the academy setup and one of the young lads coming through. We've got a couple of your pals over there behind in the stands that have come across from the same system. I suppose, if anything, it shows that there's a progressional route here at Chippenham from the academy into the first team. You've done it today. Obviously, we've seen a few lads that have come in and played a few minutes, but it's great to see you boys coming through.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's good from Cookie pulling up the boys from the academy and stuff. Hopefully, more of them come over and obviously show what he can do as well. But yeah, it's a good platform. It's a good stepping stone as well. So yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Well, Ola, we'll let you get on with your post-match celebrations, my mate. I'm sure they'll be a little bit different to a couple of the players in there. What's it going to be for you? I'm not sure it's going to be a beer and a drive home, is it, or is it just going to be a quiet one? And
just chilled out. You know what I mean?
Top man. Well, Ola, thank you very much for today. It's been fantastic to have you in the squad, and hopefully, it continues now for a long time to come. Great little signs of what a player you could become in that sort of next 6 to 8 months as you go through. Just want to say goodbye to the Braintree fans that have joined us here today. It's taken a little bit of a while for them to make it here. They go back to Essex today, very happy. I'm not sure they're celebrating like they've won the Champions League, but it's only a point against Chippenham. But I suppose, have you got any nice little kind words to depart for our travelling supporters today, Ola?
Hopefully they get home safely. That's about it.
What a gentleman. Ola, thank you very much for joining us, mate. All the very best and good luck for the rest of the season, buddy.